Ah, that moment your baby takes their first wobbly steps, it's one of those memories that just sticks with you forever, right? It is pure magic. But, getting from crawling to walking can feel a bit, well, mysterious. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to break it all down using expert sources to give you a safe, proven system to help your little one hit this huge milestone with tons of confidence. Okay, let's get into it. So are you ready to turn all that excitement and maybe a little bit of anxiety into a real plan? Good. This whole explainer is designed to give you the practical tools you need and, just as importantly, the peace of mind to support your baby on this incredible journey. Let's get started. First things first, let's talk about timing. It's the question that's on every parent's mind. So when is my baby supposed to be walking? And the most important thing to remember here is that every single baby has their own personal timeline. Now take a look at this. This is data from the World Health Organization, and it's really reassuring. A lot of us have this idea that babies walk somewhere between 9 and 15 months. And yeah, many do, but the WHO's official window of achievement goes all the way up to 17.6 months. The takeaway here is huge. The range for what's considered perfectly normal is really, really wide. So try not to stress about the calendar, and instead, let's focus on building the foundation. And that brings us perfectly to the single most important prep work for walking. Success here doesn't just start when they pull themselves up to stand, it actually begins way earlier, with one simple but incredibly powerful activity. And that activity is tummy time. It sounds so basic, right? But pediatric experts are all in agreement on this. Tummy time is the non-negotiable groundwork for walking. Think about it. When they're on their stomach, pushing up on their little arms, they're building the exact muscles in their neck, their back, and their core that they're going to need for sitting, for crawling, and eventually for balancing on 2 feet. It's like their first workout routine. Okay, so once that foundation is solid and your baby starts pulling up on furniture, it's time to introduce a really brilliant system. This is something the pros, like pediatric therapists, use. It's called the cruise method, and it breaks down the process step by step. So here are the 4 stages of the cruise method. What makes this so genius is that it takes this one giant, kind of intimidating milestone and breaks it down into small, achievable wins for your baby. It's all about building their confidence one little move at a time. Let's start with step 1. Step 1, lean and reach, is all about teaching balance. So when your baby is standing and holding onto the sofa, you place a favorite toy just off to their side. See, you're not just getting them to reach for something fun, you're actually teaching them the fundamental mechanic of walking, shifting their weight from 2 legs onto just 1. It's a fun little game with a really big purpose. Now, once they've got that lean down, it's time for the sideways shuffle. You just move that toy a little further down the sofa, just enough so they can't get it by simply leaning. This encourages them to take that first little sideways step, what we call cruising. And let me tell you, this is a huge moment. It's their first taste of moving on their own 2 feet. Okay, now we're leveling up and building some real confidence. The furniture bridge is exactly what it sounds like. You place a stable piece of furniture, like a heavy, sturdy chair, just a short distance from the sofa. This is a massive mental leap for them. It teaches them that they can actually let go of one support and successfully make it to another one. And here it is, the final, most exciting step of the method. Once they're a pro at crossing that little bridge, you create the confidence gap. All you do is move that chair just a tiny bit further away, just far enough that they have to let go and take one brave, independent step to get across. This is so often where that magical, unassisted first step actually happens. All right, as your baby gets more and more mobile, your home environment needs to get a little smarter. A confident little walker needs a safe space to practice and explore, so let's shift gears and talk about getting your home ready. Let's run through a quick but super important safety checklist. First, let them be barefoot inside. This is a big one. It's not just about comfort. The nerves in their feet send crucial feedback to their brain, helping them feel the floor and improve their balance. It's a game changer. Next, safety gates. You need them at the top and bottom of any stairs, and make sure they're the hardware-mounted kind that screw into the wall. They're much sturdier. And finally, get down on your hands and knees and see the world from their height. Look for things they can now reach and pull down, like tablecloths, and either move or cover any furniture that has sharp corners. Now for a really critical warning. I'm talking about those seated baby walkers. The experts are crystal clear on this. Avoid them for 2 big reasons. First, research shows they don't actually help a baby learn to walk. In fact, they can hinder the development of key muscles they need. And more importantly, they are a major safety risk, allowing babies to move way too fast and reach dangerous things they couldn't get to otherwise. Okay, last but not least, let's talk about the most important tools you have in this whole process: your patience and your positivity. This final leg of the journey is all about encouragement. I absolutely love this advice. Your reaction to their attempts means everything. When they try and stumble, and they will, a lot, a big smile and a happy, "You did it," makes them want to get right back up and try again. You're celebrating the effort, not just the perfect execution. Your encouragement is the fuel that builds the resilience they need to keep going. And remember that wide window of achievement we looked at earlier? Well, the general guidance from health professionals is that if your child isn't walking by around 18 months, it's a good idea to just have a chat with your GP or health visitor. It's not a panic button. It's usually nothing at all to worry about, but it's a simple check-in that can rule out any underlying issues and just give you peace of mind. So, as we wrap this up, let's end with this thought. Progress isn't always about that one giant leap. It's about all the tiny, wobbly, courageous little steps along the way. Your role in all of this is to create that safe space, offer some gentle guidance with methods like these, and most importantly, just be their biggest cheerleader. So, what small attempt will you celebrate today?
If these tips helped you feel more confident, please like the video, subscribe to Tiny Humans 101, and share it with other new parents.